Next week's episode looks interesting, but let's talk about today. So Jelena or Helena and Raeshib, but we're gonna call her Jimmy in a minute. So they have been together for 2 years. They're in love. Travis and Ronnie, they've had a lot of cases here. So we learned that Jemmy was born and raised in Serbia. She came 14 years ago on a scholarship. She misses her country and she misses her parents. She ended up taking him home to Serbia. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Serbia. I met her whole family and they liked him. Her friend Kinga had reached out to the show because she is, why is Raeshib hiding her? This and third. And Raeshib, this relationship feels like a very mature relationship, and I like to see it. He never invited her to her tennis matches or the tournaments, and she has never met his parents. And he says that his parents are in India. What, do you want to go take a trip over there, or you? But what about FaceTime? FaceTime is universal. WhatsApp, why couldn't you use that? And they're planning to get married, but can she marry someone that doesn't let her fully in? That's what I'm saying with marriage. Let the person in. Why are you leaving them out? She says that you could also call her Jimmy, so that's why Jimmy. So that's why I'll be calling her that for the rest of the review. They spent 3 hours talking, and he promised her this room because she needed a room. And it was first come, first served, and basically he gave the room to somebody else. So she found this Victorian home and had all these rooms. But it was not in the best area, not the best living situation. There was a squatter there. There was fires, shopping carts. And then she tells us the story. He asked her to be his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. He is Hindu and she is Christian Orthodox. So I guess if she wants to marry him or he has to marry her, he had to convert to Christian Orthodox. Okay, great. He stopped posting her on social media, but also in general. She thinks his family disowned him because he changed his religions. That could be it. Her best friend lives part-time in Poland and part-time in the U.S. I was excited to see Poland. I'm like, oh, we're going to see Poland. But it was just her room. So I was like, oh, okay. And she had seen him in a situation, basically saying that he does not want to go back to Serbia. And it's a terrible situation. And then we learned from his friends, he took this Priya girl to a wedding. And his parents were there. So I'm like, oh, okay. So did your parents just stop in from India? I mean, India is very far from America. So did they just stop in? And turns out his parents live there in the same place. Why did you tell that lie, Raeshib? Why? And they go see Priya. And then she says that their families go to the same temple. And, Ronnie asks, are these two more than friends? And she says, no, they're just friends. He's kind of like a younger brother to her. And she doesn't want to date him. So, okay, great. Priya is looking for someone to marry on this matrimonial site. And she found his profile on there. What are you doing on there? Ronnie gave Travis, they were doing that a lot. It was so funny. Ronnie gave Travis a look. So, Raeshib is on there actively looking for a wife. And when they hit a certain age, they have to start looking because they need to get married. And his auntie told Priya it's time for him to get married. It's time for Raeshib to get married because he's at that age. And they want them to marry someone in the culture. Ronnie and Travis get to Jimmy and tells her that his parents live in LA. And she is shocked about that. And she's shocked about the fact that he's on a matrimonial site. Not a dating site, but instead of dating, it's a site for marriage. Raeshib looks thoroughly confused, like, what's going on? And Jamie's like, we're on that show about, Indian relationships or something. And Raeshib admits it's a falsehood. He wanted to create a separation from his two worlds. Sir, you're not Hannah Montana. This is not the best of both worlds. Because try again. New answer, okay? And you can marry Jamie. Why are you on that site to appease your parents? And he said he did not make that profile. His parents did. And they know about Jamie, but they don't know how serious it is. So they must have been feeling out some feelers, he says. And he says basically it was about the room. He denied her application on purpose because when he saw her, he felt something for her and had feelings for her. And she was like, you lied to me. Travis mentions to him it was his fault, which I agree, it was his fault. And I feel like this is another stupid reason like last week with the other two. You could have just told her. But I think you were afraid to tell her because you thought she's very serious. She looks very serious, and she looks like me and her are the same age. She's 32, I'm 32. She looks like she's very serious and ready to get married and settle down. So you could have told her, maybe she wouldn't been furious with you, but she, as she says, you would have to earn her trust back. He feels like if he would have gave her the room, it probably would have been awkward to ask her out. And Jamie asked, what else did he lie about? Why did I personally feel like he was hiding something else, personally? I don't know. And then Travis asked Jamie, how you feeling? And she says she needs some time to have that time back. And she wants him to prove and earn her trust back. Travis wants to give her props. So Travis and Ronnie, they leave, give her props. And Ronnie says she handled it with grace. Raeshib introduces her to his parents finally. That's what you should have did in the first place. You messed up, but I guess you fixed it. And he is planning on proposing to her, popping the question. Maybe by now he did. I don't know. Whatever. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next week for another episode review of Help, I'm in a Secret Relationship. Bye.